Good morning, folks. It's a late January day up here in Maine, and today we're heading down to visit with Debbie Holmes. Debbie's listed a new property at 2 Foggy Lane in Cutler. This is Route 191. We're coming south on 191 through East Machias and eventually into Cutler. Stick around. A little later on in the video, Debbie's going to let us know what the price is on this property and give us some tax information and a little more detail on this oceanfront home. This part of Washington County, it's one of the more remote parts of Maine, one of the lowest population areas in the state. A lot of public reserve land, a lot of conservation easement land. We've got Rocky Lake off to our east right now, along with Gardner Lake coming up, Cat Ants Lake. A lot of fresh water here, salmon fishing. It's a beautiful part of the state. These are all blueberry barrens here on the edges of Route 191. That's a big crop down here in Washington County. Now this is the intersection of Route 191 and Route 1, and we're turning just quickly north here on 1. We're going to cross the East Machias River and turn onto the Bold Coast Scenic Highway here, Route 191. This road's going to take us along the shore of the coast. We're going to be going north on 191. Route 191 is a nice scenic drive up the coast. Stay tuned after we meet with Debbie and take a look at that home at Foggy Lane. We're going to show you one of the trails that takes you out to the Bold Coast. That'll be near the end of the video, so stick around. Okay, we're just turning into Cutler Harbor here now, and we're almost to the house. I'm going to drive up this little short road. At the end of this road, there is a trail that goes out to the ocean, and that's part of the, I think this is West Head. We'll ask Debbie that when we see her. Okay, we've arrived here at Foggy Lane. This is 2 Foggy Lane. This is a 2,000 square foot contemporary home. It is 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. And you can see we've got the harbor down behind the house. So this has a nice view looking down into Cutler Harbor. Okay, this is the entry coming into 2 Foggy Lane. And we immediately see the dining room here ahead of us. One of the nice features of this home, you'll notice, are these beautiful hardwood floors pretty much throughout in tile. The entry here has the tile floor. Coming into the house and going right, we'll go down a short hallway past the dining room. There's a half bath here. Utility closet, laundry area, side entry from the garage. Over here, we've got a galley kitchen. Oak cabinets. And do your dishes while you're watching the lobster boats coming in and out of the harbor. It's a 4-burner gas stove, microwave. And then we come into the master bedroom. This is a very bright room, gets a lot of natural light in here, and it has a fantastic view of the harbor. Again, we still have the hardwood floors. This big walk-in closet. And then we have a full bathroom. And this has a corner shower, sink, and a separate tub. And that's all tiled. From the kitchen, we go out through this hallway, and we saw the laundry area here earlier. And then out here, we have an attached garage. And in Maine, that's a very nice feature. Auto door opener.
A little extra room for your garden tractor or maybe an ATV. On the other side of the dining room, we have the living space. Stairs going up. A large living room. And this has a cathedral ceiling in here. And again, it's just got a beautiful view of the little village here of Cutler. And the frontage on the bay is just down there to the right. From the living room, we come back out here to a small study that could be another bedroom. Okay, let's go take a look upstairs at this contemporary home. And notice there's a lot of really large windows in this house that bring in a lot of natural light. All hardwood floor and treads coming up. From the top of the stairs with this little bit of a landing, and this is open to the living space down below. Here we've got another bedroom, a couple twin beds in here and a big closet. And again, lots of big windows and light coming in. Everything's trimmed up with hardwood. It's really pretty. Big storage closet here in the hall. Another bedroom, and this one's looking out over the harbor. It has a walk-in closet. And check out this view. This is why you come up here to Cutler. And we'll zoom in a little bit and get to, that's kind of what it looks like while you're here, folks. We're going to take a walk down on that trail side of the harbor. The one nice thing about Cutler is all of the conservation land we have around here and miles of trails following the ocean. Okay, from this bedroom, I'm going to head back out into the hall. That's our second bedroom up here. Nice big bathroom. Extra large tub soaking in, sink, and then another corner shower. Another big closet here in the hall for linens or anything else you need to store. And then the third bedroom up here. This one has a really large storage space on the knee wall side here. Walk-in closet here. This home does not lack for closet space. Right behind the living room we have the access to the basement, and let's go take a look down here. Okay, down here at the bottom of the steps in the basement, this is a big open space. You could have a little hobby area down here if you wanted to finish something off. There is a Modine heater, and we have a Smith boiler. I think that's a cast boiler or steel boiler. Your boiler mate, zone valves, and there's your Modine heater, your pressure tank from your well outside, your 275 gallon oil barrel. In here we have a 100 amp circuit breaker panel. And your communication lines come in here as well. And this area does have its own zone and thermostat. A man door makes getting in and out from the yard into the basement, so you don't have to come up through the house. So that's very handy. And all kinds of storage space over here on the other side of the basement. We're on the south side of the house now, and this property has approximately 94 feet on Cutler Harbor. That will be just to the right of that building there and on the left side of the screen. And you can see the harbor off in the background. This is beautiful, beautiful place. This is the West Head Preserve, heading out that way, hiking trails, Maine Coast Heritage Trust, conservation land, and our neighbors have a nice looking house right next to us here. It's a beautiful little village of Cutler. So Debbie Holmes is here now, and Debbie's a listing agent of this house, and she's going to give us the price now and share a little bit of information that she knows about Cutler. She's lived in this part of the state for many years and has been an agent here for what, 25 years or more.
So the price of this custom-built home is $364,000. It has 94 feet frontage on pristine Cutler Harbor. Cutler is one of those quintessential down east fishing villages. The population in Cutler is around 640 people. The majority of the year-round occupants work on the water. They're either lobstering or scalloping or, clamming. Kids growing up start with a clam hoe. As soon as they're able to hang on to that clam hoe, they're out on the clam flats digging clams to earn money for school clothes. Summertime brings yachts and sailing boats in as they're headed down east. When I first came to this area, we had a little mom and pop store on the harbor. And I remember saying, boy, they grow 'em old down here, because the ladies, they're in their 80s and they're walking up to the post office and back every day. And where I grew up, if you're in your 80s, you're in a rocking chair on your front lawn and the mailman brings you your mail. Well, that doesn't happen around here. We have the Bold Coast Trails, which is open to the public. There's, thousands of acres of public lands in the area for hiking and low impact camping, and just getting a feel of the Bold Ocean, which is the 13-mile stretch from Cutler to Lubec is considered the Bold Ocean.
Take a trip down the Eastern Nubble Trail. Well, I'm back here on the Eastern Nubble Trail, about a quarter mile now, and the only tracks in here are snowshoe hare and mine. Beautiful, beautiful old moss-covered spruce in here. Very dense forest. It's actually quite cold and windy today, but we're protected from that wind. It's coming out of the northwest and it's blowing offshore. We're heading out towards the Eastern Nubble now. And this trail is well marked, like all the trails down here in the Bold Coast hiking trails. You'll find paint on most of them, helping you find your way. And there's our resident bunny track. We're up pretty high on a cliff face here, and you can see the water down below. We're just past high tide, and the tide's starting to go out now. I'm down here near the shore, and I gotta tell you, this is one heck of a spruce tree. They don't grow very tall down here on the coast, because if they did, they'd all blow over. But man, this one has got about 30 inches in diameter. And looking back up through the harbor here, the house over there on Foggy Lane is back there in the distance. follow along the Eastern Nubble Trail here, and you look down and you can see the cliff drops right off into deep water into Cutler Harbor. Incredible volunteers down here that maintain trails, putting in these rock steps and keeping the trail signed and marked and painted and clear of blowing over trees. Almost to the end of the East Nubble Trail, and low tide you can actually get over to the Nubble. Right now I'd have to make an awful big leap. And this is what Debbie was talking about. This is the Cutler Bowl Coast. Don't really need to say a whole lot more about it. Beautiful. There's our East Nubble. Looking back into the harbor, going into Cutler Village. And right here under low tide, you can actually walk right over onto the Nubble and look right out over the open Atlantic Ocean. So come on up here, Cutler, Maine. If this house isn't the right one for you, maybe we got another one. Buy yourself a piece of land and build your dream house. All of this conservation land around here with trails pretty much ensures you're not going to see any new buildings along any of the shoreline. Well, thanks again for taking this tour of Cutler, the home on Foggy Lane and the Bold Coast Trail Network. This is just a short little trail right here, very easy hike for anybody. There are much longer hikes in the Bold Coast Trail system. You should come check them out. Enjoy this quiet section of Atlantic Coast. Well, thanks again for watching our videos. We like making them for you, but to help us out, like and subscribe and ring that bell so you get notifications every time we do a new video.